As more communities consolidate under different circumstances, it will be important to assess their experiences. This will provide vital information to those considering consolidation or ways to improve their existing approach.
It's a very difficult process, and as many places that are examining it, many of them are also finding that it's difficult to do. There may be some places that have started it, and if the economy improves, we'll go back. But I suspect that some of these changes will become permanent, in part because, ironically, because they found out that there were very few grave consequences.
Even if economy got a lot better and we received additional revenues, we'd want to put revenues in putting more staffing on the streets, more staffing in doing some of these other community policing and fire safety programs.
I believe over the next 5 years, the economy is going to be okay. That we're kind of leveled out in our community. We've kind of survived the storm. So the new money and new service, I believe that we're hands off for the next 5 years, unless something catastrophic comes along that I don't know about. So I believe that we survived.
As we kind of come out of the recessionary time that we've been in and the economy starts to plateau, I think there'll be less and less emphasis on trying to contract or consolidate.
It's going to continue. I mean, it's economically, it makes perfect sense. It's increased as of late, and that's an economically driven. You know, if the economy changes, maybe it'll slow down. But I think you're going to see more contracting, more mergers between two cities, and more public safety. I think any way where you can collaborate your resources, stop the redundancy, whether it's public safety again, whether it's contracting with the sheriff, or whether it's two neighboring cities merging into one, I think that's going to be the future, where you get more boom for your buck.
But I think we all have to learn how to do more with less. The challenge, I think, is not doing less with less. So
we're becoming more generalists, and that's becoming more accepted. In my fire and police department, we're accepting that more, that we are becoming generalists, that we are doing, you know, before maybe you were just a crash investigator. Now you may work a district or a patrol division and be the crash investigator like on overtime, or, you know, or part of your daily job. And because of that, it's becoming more accepted, and we are becoming more efficient, and that's the direction we're going in.
The interest is going to continue to grow in police fire consolidation, and that's because not just here in Michigan, but across the United States, coast to coast, many communities are struggling with saving public resources. So while some of these communities may not ultimately decide to consolidate police and fire services, many of them may look into it, and that's the research that we're trying to provide, that even if you haven't consolidated, if you're not going through that process, but just if you're looking at it, we want the resources to be there and evidence-based lessons so that policymakers can make an informed decision.
But in the absence of a police department, it really becomes essential to provide basic services to that community. And when you understand you're going to lose the police services, it's important then to come in and provide those services to a level that the community wants. That's where the contracting comes into place. I'm going to provide those services whether you contract with me or not, but to what degree and to what level. It's never our goal to replace police officers, but it is our goal to make sure that the community is safe.
I know the governor's real big on consolidation and sharing of services. We like to tell the governor we're the model for everybody else because we've been doing it for so long. I think you'll continue to see as revenues continue to shrink, property values, if you know, have dropped anywhere from 25 to sometimes 50% in some communities. They just don't have the tax base anymore to support the most expensive things you have are police and fire. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, that's what government is supposed to provide to its citizens. So the two of the most basic things they can provide is the public welfare. So I think you'll continue to see it evolve as time goes on just because of the economics of it. But again, politics sometimes will get in the way. Even when it makes all the sense in the world, politics will still be one of the stumbling blocks. There's no doubt about that.
I think it's a never-ending process of taking a look at the systems, the organization, and asking yourself, can we do this better? Can we do it more efficiently? And if we can, how do we do that? Now, relationships are extremely important. Relationships with the unions, relationships with other departments, not only within the city, but within county government. If you don't have those relationships, those working relationships, Any type of consolidation is going to be extremely difficult.
Communities and public safety agencies will continue to feel pressure to provide quality service at the most reasonable cost. As more communities share their consolidation experiences, it'll be easier for others to assess whether consolidation may be a viable option in their communities.